Oh wow, the new Visas Starfrost lore just got announced. Do you want to take a look? Wait, what? The new Visas Starfrost lore just got announced? You know, the tuner, the level 6 tuner. Yeah, he's got some new storyline stuff. Seems pretty cool. Let's check it out if that's all right with you. So Visas apparently has like a synchro archetype now. I think you've always talked about it as well. So yeah, let's take a look. New synchro what? Show me now, right now. All right, man, damn, just chill out. Yeah, just make sure you sit a little bit away from me. You're getting a little bit too excited. I haven't even talked about the new fusion yet. I mean, hope you guys enjoyed that skit. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to do more of these in the future. And yeah, let's get to the reveals of the new Visas Starfrost cards. I'm really excited because this is quickly becoming one of my favorite archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the art, from what I've vaguely seen, is very cool. We can see here Visas, the main man, with the armor from the Cash Tira, I want to say, a Rise Heart. Is interesting, but he's holding a new weapon and there's a tree in the background. They're called Manadome. Find inner peace with Manadome. This theme seems to be named after Vamana, the 5th avatar of Vishnu the Preserver, a god of the Hindu pantheon, and possibly Dom or Dome or Dum. Not sure what those are, but I'm sure there's a translation for that later. Manadome, Reum Heart. If this card is in the hand during the main phase quick effect, that's already quite insane. You can type one Manadome monster or one monster with 1521 defense. You control, destroy that monster, and if you do, special summon this card. Okay, and then if this card is normal special summon, you can add a Manadome card from your deck to your hand. So it's your generic searcher, which, you know, is great off the bat that we have that built into a card. Bit of an insane effect. He is the level 4 non-tuner. Visas is the tuner. So I'm curious how this card plays into that. Because there must be a level 10 synchro. I hear this is a synchro archetype. I like this card and the art is insane. Yeah, that art is absolutely insane. Oh wow, this is so weird. I'm looking at a Scareclaw and the thing inside the ball reminds me of the Scareclaw field spell. This must be linked to Arachnophobia because clearly there's a Scareclaw as well, and for some very odd reason this Scareclaw is like happily walking. That is so weird. Manadome Hairless or Hairless. If you control a Visas Starfrost or a monster with 1500 attack and 2100 defense, make sure you have to have both of those stats. You can special summon this card from your hand. This is the tuner, level 2 tuner, Earth Fairy. I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock, but the Ishizu cards are Earth Fairy. If this card shows a battle card effect, you can special summon one Manadome Hairless from your deck. Also during the battle phase of the turn, this is activated. Synchro monsters you control gain 500 attack. With this being a tuner, with this saying Synchro's official reveal, this is the synchro archetype that will go with the Visas Starfrost lore. This is so exciting because we have so many ways to now play with the new warriors, and I almost feel like we're going to start mixing all of them together. So this is pretty cool. Okay, straight off the bat, this one has this is Pearl Rhino, isn't it? Oh my god, and the art is insane. It's a little chibi thing for Tournament. The same way we have the chibi Scareclaw Lightheart. Wow, I wonder if they'll actually make the monsters. That'd be insane. I do see the synchro. I'm going to ignore. I saw that. You can express on this card by the procedure of its first effect, okay? So it's the same effect. If you control a Visas or a monster 1521, you can express on this card from your hand. If this card shows about battle card effect, you can express on one Manadome Meek from your deck. Then you can increase the level of the monster expressed on by this effect by 2. And yeah, Fairy Tuner effect monster. Remember guys, these are generic cards which can be popped and then have other effects. Wow. Manadome Meek reminds me of the Nimble Momongas, you know, the card that was drawn about. Card effect brings out copies of itself. I'm really excited about this card. This is really, really cool. And then here we go. The synchro. Yo, his art is actually insane. His art is crazy. He looks like a final boss. He's final boss status right there. And he is a level 10. He is a level 10 synchro. Typically, Baron was the off-brand, the level 10 synchro that Visas goes into. Manadome Prime Heart, that's his name. He's a fairy type. And he's generic to summon. 1 tuner and 1 light monster. That is so generic. Let's go. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase equal to the number of tuners used as material. Synchro summon using a Manadome tuner cannot be targeted by one's card effect. That's insane. If this synchro summon card leaves the field due to your opponent, like Mirror Jade, you can special summon one Visas Starfrost or one monster with 1500 attack and 21 defense from your grave or from among your banished monsters. We've seen a lot of spells and traps that mention Visas Starfrost in its name, and I think it's time we finally get to use those powerful effects. I believe Scareclaw Twin Sword can banish instead of destroying if Visas is on the field. So having a card like this enabling that is actually pretty insane. And like I said guys, in my video, my top 5 cards you need to get right now, I did talk about Visas Starfrost being if you don't have your copies, definitely make sure you get them now. But so far, the synchro does not seem to be doesn't have a negation effect, which is interesting, but you can attack multiple times. So, Manadome, imagining, reveal 1 Manadome monster or 1 Visas Starfrost in your hand, draw 2 cards, then return 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Wow, that is actually pretty good. And then you can banish card from your graveyard, then target one monster you control with 1500 attack and 21 defense. That monster is treated as a tuner. Wow. If I'm reading this right, Tournament can mill this, banish it, and then turn something with 1521 into a tuner. Oh wow, oh shit, look at that. It seems like some people, some force is attacking him now. Opposing Heart of the 5th Destruction World, that is insane. Draw here, and if you do add one, ooh, add one Primal Planet Calarium from your deck to your hand, or if you control it already, add one Manadome spell or trap from your hand to your hand. You can banish card from your graveyard, special summon Visas Starfrost or monster with 1500 attack and 21 defense from your hand, and it's got the target one monster you control to destroy it. Immediately what's popping in my head is Baby Ceratosaurus. What the hell is he fighting? No way. That reminds me of the Sword Soul, the evil Kishin Longian Sword Soul with the Golgonda fusion monster. So it seems like Visas was in a world and he's been disturbed. So when this card resolves, add one Manadome or Visas Starfrost from deck to your hand. That light monster you control gain 100 attack for each tuner you control and in your graveyard. If a face up tuner is trouble battle card effect, you tag one of those monsters, special summon it. So that is how you do the crazy synchro bridge plays. This is generic as well. I think a lot of people are gonna have fun with this card, and this might be the new archetype that people bust out and break. Oh my days. Yo, that art is insane. Manadome Break Heart. It's got an interesting name, having heart in the name, but target one tuner or one synchro in your grave, express summon it. Then if you express summon a light monster with this effect, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls with an equal or lower attack than that monster. If a Visas Starfrost monster you control with 15 attack or defense will be destroyed by a battle card effect, banish card from your grave instead. The first effect is decent. That definitely is pretty nice. Let's move on to the next card, which has a incredible art. Holy crap, that's some anime shit. Manadome Reframing. When the spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a synchro monster, negate the activation. Then if there is a Visas Starfrost or a monster with 1521 defense in your field or graveyard. So this archetype is focusing a lot on the 1521 stat line monsters. It's going to be very easy to have that second part of the effect. But what I'm most excited about is the fact we have another searchable Omni Negate. That's a counter trap, keep that in mind. And I think this card is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to use this card. This archetype seems super generic, and we're not done yet, guys. There is another effect. You can banish card from your graveyard, then target 3 Manadomes in your grave, return them to the deck. Okay, so it's got recursion as well. I mean, yeah, Konami have been smashing it with the new Visas lore. Visas has been carrying the meta on his back, and it looks like he's about to do the same thing. Someone needs to help this man out, because this is insane. I'm looking forward to this archetype a lot. Let's see what the new cards are. And by new cards, I mean the fusion, because yes, there was a fusion announced. Let's check it out. Here we go, guys. The new Visas Starfrost support. Visas obtains the power of fusion. Holy shit, that art is insane. I see a lot of Scarecrow stuff going on in this art. I see a Reichheart sword. I see the Rhino Heart tails, the Kashtira, the red parts from the Kashtira Rise Heart maybe. So it seems like they're all banded together for a fusion type with 3k attack and 3k defense. Visas Starfrost, that is such a cool name. Okay, so Visas is in the name. Fusion deployment has another use. And yes, of course, it needs a monster with 1521 defense. And that's it. So must be special by banishing the above card from your field or graveyard. Wow, it does graveyard. If the card is special summoned, you can try one other monster in the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to half of the monster's attack or defense. Oh, and then it says cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, that's a little bit underwhelming, but I think that's why it says graveyard, because it's extremely generic. You can just banish Visas and the 1521 monster from your grave and summon this anytime you want. So this is also a potential rank 8 play and can't be destroyed by battle. So it seems like a counter to the synchro monster that. Alright, this is very interesting. Yeah, this is hilarious, by the way. There are some generic monsters that can fuse with it because of the stat line, which is so funny. Kashtira Extra. Wow, look at that. Visas looks evil in this art, which is interesting. Let's check it out. If a face up Kashtira exceeds you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, banish one Visas Starfrost from your hand, deck, or field. Wow. And if you do, special summon Visas Starfrost from your extra deck. Holy crap. So this card is related to the Kashtiras. If this card becomes banished, you can try one of your banished Visas Starfrost, add it to your hand. I would have liked to see a synchro that is, wait for it, a level 13, because the Kashtiras are level 7 and Visas Starfrost is a level 6 tuner. That might be something they do down the road. I don't know. Maybe it has a unique level like Ultimate Zokin, but for what we've seen, this is insane cards, and I'm looking forward to playing these ones. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a deck with the 4 art monsters. I'm really excited about this. I love the Visa line, and yeah, guys, that is insane stuff. I'm looking forward to playing these cards a lot.